Right now, what that is I'm facing probably having to leave Ghana. You know, before I even came here, I had all my ducks in a row. I watched.
So, what's up, good people? This is Eugene, the African Kid, and shalom to my brothers and sisters, my diasporan families. So, guys, I have a story which is also educative to most of us who want to come to Africa, especially for the African brothers and sisters who generally want to come to Africa. So, I felt like this is imperative to share with you this information because most of us fall into this trap because we live from the United States, we come to Africa, and then we leave a couple of things which we have to pay for, so they become a liability. And you know, when you come to Africa, things changes because you have to also build where you coming to, and also on the other side, the expenses, it becomes so difficult because of the difference in exchange rates, and it becomes too expensive for you. So this is an African American brother who comes to Ghana, and man is forced to leave Ghana because of the expenses, which still follows him in the United States. He has he has a firstborn which is 24 years old, and he also has two daughters which are also staying in the United States, which means that he has to spend a lot of things. Um he also have okay, let's watch the video. I don't want to preempt everything so that we can come back and discuss about this problem because we all fall short of this. And I always say this: when you come to Africa, come with a clear mind, come live in the United States for the United States, and come and start your own life in Africa. So let's dive into the video.
I really hate to be talking about what I'm about to talk about. And right now, what that is I'm facing probably having to leave Ghana. You know, before I even came here, I had all my ducks in a row. I watched a lot of YouTube videos of a lot of people coming to not just Ghana, but other African countries. They was coming and they was not prepared. So I told myself, I want to prepare myself. I don't want to, come and fail. My motto it was always failure is not an option. All right. So I did everything that I had to do to prepare myself to come here. I built me a house. I started building me a house before I even came to Ghana. Because one, I was trying to knock myself out of rent. I heard a lot of people coming here, trying to build houses while they're renting off of a small income, and that makes it impossible to do. So I built me a house. And I said I want to fix me some income, to where I don't have anything to worry about. Here the only bills I have here is my light bill. I have house help. I pay her monthly, and I have a weekly grocery bill, to eat. Very easy to, very easy to do. Like I say, the small business that I have in America, it's enough to have me living comfortable. Not rich, but I'm living comfortable. I'm able to survive weekly, and I had everything together. But what's killing me is my expenses in America. My American expenses is killing me. And what that is my phone bill. I have a phone bill through Xfinity. I have a brother that's in the penitentiary. He has 15 years. His calls is killing me because it's $1 a minute. His calls is killing me. All right. And I was trying to battle with that. Between my brother and his cause, I have a storage facility. Before I moved to Ghana, I used to live in Michigan. Before Michigan, I lived in Texas. I was living in Texas and I got a spur of the moment job offer to move to Michigan. When I did that, I put all my things in storage. I moved to Michigan and ended up staying there for 8 years. So I had some things in storage for 8 years. And it was okay because when I was working in Michigan, I had a pretty decent job. So I came to Ghana and I still had that storage that I was paying for. Okay, and I left my son in Michigan. All right, I hope you understand this. All right, so I'm originally from Texas. I moved to Michigan and I took my son there with me. I got him on at the job I was working at. Well, when I left, he lost the job and he found him another job. And I have furniture there in Michigan, but he was making a nice amount of money to be able to pay rent, and I was helping him with the rent monthly because I do have furniture there. So he calls me and tells me he wants to go to the military, and I'm so happy about that. But he needs to go right now. And the good thing is my lease is up in August, so I have to come there. And think about the expenses. I have to fly there, get my things out of storage, take them down to Texas, where I already have the storage. But to save myself money, I do have a small building in Huntsville, Texas, to where I'm gonna take all the things from Michigan, put them in my building in Huntsville, Texas, go get the things that has been in storage for all of these years, and put those in my little building, so I can save myself storage fees. All right. In November, okay, I have 4 kids. In November, my 14-year-old's mom died. Okay, she died, so I wanted her to come here to Ghana. For one, I wanted all of my kids to come to Ghana. When I first built this big old house, I thought that my kids was coming. Even when I was there working, my daughter would call and she wanted help. She wanted help, and I was helping her, try to help her to the best of my abilities. And I even told her, hey, it's cheaper for me to send you to Africa so I can take care of you a little better because it's cheaper to live here if you have U.S. dollars. She said, no, 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 she didn't want to do that. But oh my God, this little girl is in my pocket. She's in my pocket. So right now, I'm obligated to help her because I sent my 14-year-old daughter to live with her. So I'm obligated to help her. But the place that she moved in is so expensive, very expensive, very expensive. So this time of year, the business I have is extremely slow, which I'm able to live because it don't take much to live here in Ghana. My business is extremely slow. So the little money that I was trying to save, my brother is taking it, my daughter is taking it, and I'm in panic mode right now. I don't know what to do. I do have a job offer in Tennessee that I do not want to take. And it just hurts me that I have all my stuff together. I have all my stuff together to be able to live here in Ghana comfortably with the little pennies that I have coming. But America, my kids in America, my brother in America is killing me. And I really hate to come back. I really hate to come back. But I'm going to have to come back because they have taken the little savings that I had. I haven't even been able to work on my building. Because like I say, my business is slow. And again, I repeat, with that business being slow, if I didn't have all these American expenses, I can still survive. All the things that you guys see me doing in the video, I'm still able to do that. Actually, right now, I'm at the bus station right now because I'm going to Accra. I have a Nigerian friend that has came to Ghana.
So one thing I would like to say is that, I mean, as a man, it's so painful because we are men, or what I've learned to be a man is to standing up for your family. And this is what brother is trying to do, because who is a man if you neglect your family? But now the problem becomes when he has left the family in the United States, and now he's in Ghana, and you also have to cater for them. I understand a person sending you money from Ghana to the United States. To them, it's a lot of money. Trust me, it's a lot of money. So, in one way or another, if our brother doesn't have a large pool of income or a large stream of income, then there are a lot of deficits that he will have to face while in Ghana. And I think this is what most of, mistake that African Americans also make. So you guys learn from this mistake. I always tell you that when you come to Africa, come with a clear mind. Don't leave expenses in the United States, which will start having to force you to pay them while in Africa. It's so damn expensive. So guys, let's be vigilant. Moreover, I have a couple of advices that I can also tell the brother, because it seems that the problem that he has is, the wife died, and so kind of there is an instability in back in the United States, because I think when the wife was still alive, it was quite easy. It was quite easy because there is a way in which the woman was trying to all things in the family and try to make things work in the family. So it's not easier for them to cope up there. And also the firstborn is so disturbing. I think I have a comment in which one of his daughters slept for him. I want you to watch the comment. So it's true that the guy has a family in the United States and he has to take care of them. He has to take care of them. But again, if it could have been well, could have taught the ladies some financial literacies so that when they're in the United States, it doesn't have to pay for things. But I understand. As a family guy, you have to stand up for your family, and that's what our brother was trying to do. And if it forces him to go to Ghana, this video was done 5 months ago by our brother. I'll also indicate his name, in the description. So there are a lot of lessons that we need to learn from such kind of video, you see, because we all fall short of this. We come back to Africa, we leave a lot of problems which will follow us into Africa. And in the United States, when the United States problem starts following you in Africa, that's the beginning of your end. So you want to make sure that when you leave United States coming to Africa, you are blank slate anything which is happening in the United States. Maybe you might just be having, I think it's important if you have assets in the United States rather than having liabilities in the United States. If you have assets in the United States and have a couple of trustworthy people who can look after this, I think it's important, because there will be large inflow and somehow easier for you to sustain yourself, because brother was saying that with the businesses that he was having in Ghana and some in the United States, he could live comfortably. Not that he's filthy rich or something, no, but he could live comfortably. So what does this mean? It means that if only he could have had a lot of assets in the United States, it could have been easier for him to stay. Brothers and sisters, let's don't have these problem. Let's try to sort out this problem. You see, so when we sort out this problem, it becomes easier for us to stay peacefully. Now our brother is worried about his stubborn son. He's worried about his daughters in the United States because the wife had already died. He also has a store which he has to pay for. The brother also keeps on calling. You understand, it's so difficult for him. So I understand our brother and everything that goes on in his life. But this is a lesson, and it's a sad lesson that we all have to learn as people who want to come to Africa. Please, 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 and I'll say it again that I'm insisting, come to Africa after at least solving 3/4 of anything that might try to, take your finances away. Because I understand that most of you that come to Africa, you are family guys, and due to some one or two reasons or three reasons, your sons or your daughters don't want to come to Africa. So in one way or another, you'll have to leave them back there. And when you leave them back there, they'll start hollering you, daddy or mommy want this, this is happening, oh, this is happening, and you have to chip in. It doesn't matter when you're in United States or you're in Ghana or you're in Africa, you still have to chip in. So you see, this is a problem which happens with us. So the following are the things in which our brother could have done. I think it was important if he could have sold all the assets in the store, because paying for the store, it's damn expensive while you're in Ghana, you're in the United States. So selling the things in the stores could have been so important in alleviating the taxes, alleviating the expenses in which he might have occurred. Also, tell me what you think in the comment section. You as an African American who has stayed in Africa, or you as a person who is trying to come to Africa for the first time and yet you have some things which will still pull you back. Kindly let me know in the comment section. This channel is for both of us to learn, it's for both of us to learn. Another thing is inform the brother to reduce the expenditures. Yes, I think this is important because the brother keeps on calling him. I understand that when you are an elder brother and you have a younger brother, they will always call you, and it's just nature. Even back in Africa, if you are one of the firstborns and maybe the lastborn lacks something, and maybe there's a certain age in which the parent can provide for you, the only person you can trust with your help is your brother, or maybe your elder brother. So it's something which is happening, and I understand. But at least try to show the brother alternative ways of making money, because also try to show him that you won't always be there for him because you've already moved in Africa. I understand that you can't be separated because of blood, but again, teach him how to be responsible as a man, because you won't be depending on the brother until he'll be, a family guy. So you have to step up as a man, try to fight for himself, and at least from there you learn how to make his own money rather than stressing his own brother. I mean, helping your brother, there's no problem with that. But when it comes to stressful, that it strains another person, then I think that's detrimental to the mental health of the person who you're trying to talk to, or you're trying to reach them. Also, another thing that you could have done, let your daughters understand that you are not filth rich in Ghana and that you're living on a budget. Telling your daughter that will make them understand and also reduce their expenditure. I understand teenagers, especially when they're girls, they have a lot of things that they want, which I totally understand. But try talk to them, try make them understand that you need to do this in this certain way so that it doesn't strain your finances. As a parent, you have to be there for your daughters. I understand because they are still teenagers. Maybe they are still in high school. They haven't secured, any job. So if you're a person who is coming to Africa and maybe your daughters or your sons, which are teenagers, are not willing to come in Africa, it's important to teach them financial literacy. In as much as when you're living in Africa, they are capable of sustaining themselves. You can open up for them for businesses, teach them financial literacies. There's so many ways of making money today. You can teach them trading. That's so just many ways. So teaching them financial literacy when you live in the United States, coming to Africa, at least it will help your mental health. And to your surprise, you'll realize that they are the people who are supporting you while you're in Africa. Maybe you never know. Just teach them financial literacy to reduce, the strain in which you feel like they are giving you as a person. Also, you could also put your expenditure into writing and talk to a person who can, at least a person who is a financial manager, who can help you make these decisions, come up with these decisions, make these decisions, and try to help you sort out your financial issues. Because as a person, you have to sort out financial issues. you're working on your life, you're working on everything. It's damn hard. That's why you find it so life is so tough for men out here, because we have to, you know, be there for people, and this happens. So it was so unfortunate. I don't know if we left for the United States. I don't know, but this is a hard lesson that we all need to learn. And when you come to Africa, always remember that come clean in coming to Africa, so that you don't fall into these troubles, because the guy could have made an empire in Ghana because he was living comfortably. It means that he could have focused in his business, he could have focused in everything. But it's a hard lesson that he had to learn, and he had to, live his dreams, sacrifice his dreams for the family. And that's the calling of men, because we tend to sacrifice our lives for the family. So yeah, it was a hard lesson, and I hope we all learned from the video. And the video was done 5 months ago, so it doesn't mean that it's a past video. So it resonates with a lot of people who are trying to come to, Africa. Come clean, so that the expenses might not follow you back. It's so problematic when they start following you back. Your mental health will depreciate. You won't enjoy the same things that you came to enjoy in Africa. You'll run broke, and people's perception is not the same. People just see that you have money, you're broke. So to avoid such kind of things, kindly come clean when you're coming to Africa. Our brothers and sisters, if this video helped you in a way, kindly consider subscribing in my channel. This is Eugene the African Kid, on my road to 800 subscribers. That's my only request. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.